Good morning. सन्चै हुन्छ सबजना?
हजुर, गुड मर्निङ।
पुग्ने कहाँ छ वेटिङ रुममा? ए राज्य हुनुहुन्छ सबैजना। गुड मर्निङ। आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ होला, अलिक ढिलो भयो क्या सबैजना? आउँदै हुँदो रहेछ। हिजो सबैजना एकचोटि फर्लुपर ट्राई गर्नुभयो सबैजना?
मैले ट्राई गर्ने थियो, हजुरले दिएको चाहिँ होमवर्कको हैन?
हजुर, फर्लुप त प्र्याक्टिस गरेर छ, त्यस्तो त छैन। त्यही प्र्याक्टिसै चाहिन्छ, सिन्ट्याक्सहरू प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुपर्छ।
त्यही त प्र्याक्टिस गर्दा नबुझ्ने भन्ने हुँदैन, जाने जस्तै लाग्छ तर गर्दाखेरि आउँदैन त्यस्तो।
गुड मर्निङ।
गुड मर्निङ। त्यो प्र्याक्टिसै हो त्यो, खासै त्यहाँ अब बुझ्ने भने त सिम्पल छ नि, एकदम बेसी एक्जाम्पल गरेको छ नि। एक्जाम्पल त अब
गरिराख्नु पर्यो ठ्याक्कै, के अरे क्यालकुलस पढे जस्तै।
हजुर हजुर, त्यही
गरे गर्नु
प्र्याक्टिस चाहिँ चाहिन्छ।
प्र्याक्टिस त चाहिन्छ,
गर्दै जान्नु पर्यो, गरेर
त्यसलाई चाहिँ युज टु जस्तो अब त्यो देख्ने बित्तिकै यो यस्तोबाट यस्तो भन्ने एउटा प्याटर्न जस्तो बनाउनु पर्ने रहेछ कि दिमागमा।
हो, यो त्यो चाहिँ अब यसो हुन्छ, एकैचोटि पर्छ धेरै कुरा, त्यही भएर यो 5 दिन ब्रेक जुन हुन्छ, विकेन्ड बाहेक अरू दिन चाहिँ त्यो दिन चाहिँ एभ्री डे जस्तो गर्नुपर्छ। खास गरी यो रिपिटेटिभ एक्सन हो क्या, यो एकचोटि गरेर सकिँदैन क्या। मलाई पनि कहाँ सुरुमा आउँदाखेरि त सुरुमा त पढेँ कम्प्युटर, तर स्कुलको बेलाको पढाइ त के नेपालमा सबै बुझिँदैन थियो। बुझ्ने भन्दा अब कस्तो भने नेपालको पढाइ त यो घोक्ने जस्तो मात्रै बुद्धि आउँथ्यो क्या। अनि यहाँ आएर इन्जिनियरिङ गरेपछि ब्याचलर गर्दाखेरि त घोक्ने बानी त हुँदैन रहेछ। अनि त्यसपछि त यो
विवेकजीको ब्याकग्राउन्ड चाहिँ कम्प्युटर साइन्समा हो नेपालमा कि कसो हो सर?
म नेपालमा +2 पढेर ब्याचलर गर्न आएको हजुर। यहाँ
कम्प्युटर साइन्समा गर्न आउनुभएको ब्याचलर?
म ब्याचलर अब पढ्न त खोइ अब नेपालमा त्यही यसैसम्म त कम्प्युटर पढेँ। अनि 11-12मा म त्यति बेला पढ्दाखेरि अब कम्प्युटरको थिएन। 4-5मा सक्दाखेरि 11-12मा कम्प्युटर थिएन। 2 वर्ष छुट्यो। त्यसपछि फेरि अनि अब नेपालमा कि फिजिक्स पढ्यो कि बायोलोजी पढ्यो। म चाहिँ दुइटै पढेको थिएँ। अनि त्यसपछि के गर्ने भयो, अनि एकचोटि नेपालमा एप्लाई गरेँ। त्यसपछि होइन विदेश जानुपर्छ, बरु बाहिर गर्छु भनेर अनि युएसमा अनि ब्याचलर एप्लाई गरेर अनि यहाँ आएपछि सुरुमा चाहिँ अब कि बायोमेडिकल इन्जिनियरिङ कि के लिएँ। पछि चाहिँ होइन, बायोहरूभन्दा इन्जिनियरिङतिर अरू नै राम्रो हुन्छ भने चाहिँ अनि के लिने भनेर सोद्धाखेरि इलेक्ट्रिकल इन्जिनियर पढ्यो। त्यसपछि अनि ब्याचलर चाहिँ इलेक्ट्रिकल इन्जिनियरमा गरेँ। त्यसपछि काम गर्न आउँदाखेरि त अन्तिममा त आइटी नै सजिलो रहेछ। अनि त्यसपछि आइटीमा त काम पाउनु पनि अब स्टुडेन्ट भिजामा अलिक टफै हुन्छ। अनि आइटीतिर छिरेपछि त्यसपछि अनि आफ्नो त्यसमा अब छिरेर पढ्दा सुरुमा ट्रेनिङ अलिअलि भयो। अनि त्यसपछि मास्टर कम्प्युटर गरेँ, आफै पनि पढेँ। त्यसपछि त्यो सुरु इयर थियो, अनि काम गर्दै पढ्दै यो कति कुराहरू त त्यो अहिले नै सबै खुल्दैन क्या आँखाबाट। त्यो एक्सपिरियन्स र टाइम लाग्छ। त्यो गर्दै गएपछि अनि खुल्दै जान्छ क्या हजुर। खुल्दै जान्छ अनि कति कुरा बुझ्दै जाइन्छ। यो फर लुप नहेरिकन लेख्नलाई मलाई पनि कति कति समय लाग्यो। त्यसपछि त्यो मेन चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने गुगलमा हुन्छ सबै कुराहरू। गुगलबाट चाहिँ म पनि कति वर्षसम्म त कपी पेस्ट मात्रै गर्थेँ कि गुगलबाट। सबै फर लुपहरू सबै गुगलमा छ नि। यो त केही पनि लेख्नै पर्दैन। इफ कन्डिसन लेख्नु भने सबै गुगलमा छ।
स्यान्ट्याक्स सबै आइहाल्छ होइन
सबै आइहाल्छ। जुन हेऱ्यो
सबै
त्यही गुगलमा
स्यान्ट्याक्स
छ। गुगलबाट हेरेर सबै कपी पेस्ट गर्न मात्र बानी भयो क्या सुरुमा चाहिँ। तर त्यसरी त सुरु कति 1 वर्ष 1.5 वर्ष त्यसले गर्दा त्यसपछि त एउटा कहाँ के जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ म त बेसिक कुराहरूबाट पनि मिस भएछु। किनकि त्यो बेसिक त्यो प्र्याक्टिस नगरेर गुगलबाट गर्न थाल्यो भने त्यो गुगलको मिलाउन मात्रै जानिँदो रहेछ कि। अनि त्यसपछि यस्तो त हुँदैन रहेछ। प्र्याक्टिसै गर्नुपर्ने छ नि। त्यसपछि अनि सुरुको फर्स्ट 1 इयर 1.5 इयर काम गर्न थालेको 2000 त्यतातिर। अनि प्र्याक्टिस गरेर त्यसपछि चाहिँ टाइप गर्न थालेँ। यो चाहिँ अनि प्र्याक्टिसै चाहिँदो रहेछ भने चाहिँ अनि त्यसपछि अनि यो चाहिँ अनि आफैले टाइप गर्ने यसरी सबै कुरा जति छ। अब हिजो अब तपाईँहरूले देख्दाखेरि त अब यो त फरर लेखेको होला जस्तो लाग्छ। तर त्यो पनि अब सुरुमा त मलाई पनि त्यो गाह्रो हुन्छ त्यसरी लेख्नलाई। अब
के
यसरी
लेख्ने
फट
भन्ने नै कन्फ्युज भयो क्या अब यहाँ
हजुर सुरुमै लेख्न त सबै गाह्रै हुन्छ यो सबै कुराहरू। त्यही भएर जति प्र्याक्टिस गर्यो त्यही भएर हजुर अब त्यही भएर टाइम छ। अब हजुर हतार छैन। आज भोलि केही गरेर 1 महिनामै जागिर पाएन भने गाह्रो कता के हाम्रो त स्टुडेन्टहरू गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो नि त। तर हजुर त टाइम भएको हुनाले यो चाहिँ सबै कुरा लेखिरहने क्या। प्र्याक्टिस गरिरहने। जति प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहुन्छ, जति टाइम दिनुहुन्छ, जति रिपिट गर्नुहुन्छ त्यति आउँछ क्या यो। अनि कति कुराहरू त अहिले खुल्दैन सबै बुझिँदैन यो सबै कुराहरू। अब पुरै छर्लङ्गै हुने किनकि रियल लाइफ एक्जाम्पलहरू अब एउटा स्याम्पल दिएर अब काममा त कतिवटा हुन्छ भेरिएसन हुन्छ नि त। यो पढाइको कुरा गऱ्यो भने यहाँ पढाइले त जम्मा यो यहाँको पढाइ कुनै पनि पढाइ र काममा त झन् 10-20% मात्रै म्याच हुन्छ। सबै काममा गएर सिकेर कामको अनुसारले गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। त्यो नलेज चाहिँ राख्नुपर्छ क्या। त्यसरी त्यो बेसिक कन्सेप्ट हो भने यो सबै अरू कुरा चाहिँ त्यसमा आफूले राम्ररी बुझेर बेसिक गर्न सक्यो भने अरू कुरा चाहिँ बढ्दै बढ्दै जाने हो क्या। त्यही भएर बेसिक चाहिँ एकदम फोकस गर्नुपर्छ। अब सुरुमा त स्ट्रगलिङ सबैलाई स्ट्रगलिङ नै हुन्छ। अब तर त्यही हो आफूले कति पढ्दै जाने, गर्दै गएपछि कहीँ न कहीँ पुगिन्छ। Let's start the class. Okay, I think it's already a bit late. So we'll start with the yesterday's topic for loop. And oh, somebody is there present. Let me add him too. Where do you go? Okay, let me take attendance. Then we are all here. Let me see. Day 2. Okay, we are all here. So yesterday's for loop. Let's start with some revision. So anyone have any question regarding the yesterday, any assignment? Anyone have any trouble going through? So yesterday we practiced some of the, let me see, where did that go? So I have too many things open right now. 1 second. So from 10 to the -1, minus. How many of you, anyone tried that? How
I tried. Let me see how I did.
Okay, can you share? Let me go over
Yeah.
that so that we can go over that also. That will be a good
Okay.
example, so that everyone can also start looking.
Screen share गर्छ।
Okay.
Can you see?
Yes, I can. Yep. First is 5 is print is greater than 0 true. Then print 5 is print equals print -1. That means 5 minus 1 4, and it's greater than 0 true. Print 4. Yep. And is print -2.
Is equal 0.
Yeah.
Greater or equal. That's what I.
Yeah. That's fine. The third line, right, is print -1. How that works is that will still be not sprint -2. The sprint -1 is correct. The third one also, third line, that's also sprint -1. But what happens is the sprint value at that point of time would be already 4.
Oh.
How that works is that is not sprint -2, it is sprint -1.
Oh, so I have to do 4 minus 2, right?
Yeah, 4 minus 1.
Oh, 4
Again,
minus 1.
yeah.
Oh.
Because it's the value, what happens when you assign the value, sprint value, first time it takes as 5, and then next time when your value goes 4, it is not like the value stays as 4. So looping is that how it works.
Oh.
It's not that
It
5
started
minus 2.
4 minus 1. Okay.
Yeah. So third time would be again like 3 minus 1, and then 2 minus 1, and that's how it works. So the values from whatever you assign, that will be the value that it picks. So can you explain this? So can you update this and then explain
Okay, I can
everyone
right now.
so that everyone is you can explain this to others too. Can you update that and let's explain others so they can also understand.
This should be 4, right?
It's just sprint -1. Yeah, sprint not -2. Sprint -1 equals to 4 equals to 3. Put it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you can say that. Yep. Sprint -1. Last one also sprint -1. Yeah. Okay, greater than or equals to 0. Okay, but when this fall then and the sprint it had to stop somewhere, right? When will it stop?
When it gets 0.
No, it still will go next loop also, right? But it will, what it will do is next time it will say the condition becomes false, then it will stop. So next line also will be, so again sprint -1, that will be -1, right? But it will be -1 is greater than or equal to 0.
So
No.
-1.
Yeah, that we do is copy that line again and then make sure
the last one.
Yeah, copy that line. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, after that, yeah, sprint -1 equals to, just put equals to after that false. Just put sprint equals to sprint -1 equals to -1, so that is easier. Sprint equals to negative. Sprint equals to -1. Yeah. So this is false. So this it will stop. So loop had to stop somewhere, right? So this is the condition. So since sprint -1 is greater than 0, it will stop here. This is how the loop works. So when you understand it, like this way, next time it will be easier for you, right? To understand how the loops work.
And now I remember, once we do it like this, and I remember it. Okay. Easier to remember.
Can I explain now to everyone so that they can also grab what you understood? That's good practice for you to. Let's explain it. And start from the for loop. Okay, start from line 6. What you have done and what you're doing and what you're expecting.
Yeah, this is the syntax. This is the sprint where it it starts, and this is where it ends, and this is like how it got decrement. And do I have to do this one also?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. The first one, the sprint, it starts here. I don't know how to say it.
Okay. You can explain in Nepali also. It's great. If you can explain Nepali if you want, that's fine.
एकदम फोकसै भएको छैन क्या मलाई यो उसले
होइन ठिक छ गर्न राइट गर्नुभएको छ नि त अब यो नेपालीमा एक्सप्लेन गर्नुहोस् न त केही छैन त्यो सबैजना बुझिहालिन्छ नेपाली हजुरले गएको छ मै गर्छु नि त हस् ल
तपाईहरु गर्दैन
अब how it started is first if you look at the sprint value we initialize the value. There is a word we call initialization. So first initialization is we initialize sprint as 5 value. That means the starting point. That's everything has a starting. A loop has should always have, unless you want to print infinite, infinite, then only you do the what do you call it? Unless you want an infinite loop, you always want to stop the loop. They have to confinement. What does that mean? Is a loop should be in such a way if you have some starting point and end point. So what if you don't have a starting and end point for the loop, you'll continue the loop forever like that, and then JVM will time out and will have lots of issues. So what happens is a loop should always have a starting point, end point, and how you want to reach that point. So for here, sprint minus means only subtract 1. You can do sprint minus 2 also. That is also another. I'll do that example now after this. So here we are saying that go from 5 to 0 with subtracting 1 each time. So this is what we are saying to a loop condition. So if you look at that, if you look at her screen, what she has done is start from the 5 up to 0 and up to with subtracting 1 from 5 to 0. So that is the condition. So if you look at the first one, 9, line 9, she is saying first sprint is 5 because initialization it starts with always 5. And you are saying, is that greater than or equal to 0? Correct. Yes, it is greater than or equal to 0. That means the condition applies true. That means the first two conditions apply, then it will print 5. Next line, if you say line 11, sprint equals to sprint minus 1. That is our condition, right? The third condition is it should subtract 1 from the sprint. Now the sprint value is 5. 5 minus 1 equals to 4. And sprint is greater than or equal to 0. True. What we'll do is, in this case, since the sprint is greater than or equal to 0, it's true. So it will go and print 4. If you look at line 13, now sprint equals sprint minus 1. What happens every time the sprint value, new values assigned means the older values will remain the newer value, becomes the new value. So in line 13, what happens is sprint value equals to 4. 4 equals to 4 minus 1 equals to 3. So line 13 means sprint equals to 3. 3 is greater than or equal to 0? Yes, then it will print 3. Again, line, if you go continuously like that, and if you go up to the line 21, what is sprint equals to 0? 0 equals to 0 minus 1 equals to negative 1. Is it negative 1 greater than or equals to 0? No, that become false. Means that will the loop will stop. And whatever you see the print, what she has populated in the console, that's how it will print. So that is the syntax. Okay, let me stop and let me share my screen now. Thank you for doing that, Susmita ji. So let me go week 7. I'm gonna create a new package. Week 7, day 2. Okay, and let me create a new class. Week 7 underscore for loop. Okay, let's try this one. If you go under this one, let me remove this. Yesterday, what we did is we used the for statement with each negative. Now for int I equals to 0. Oh my bad. Syntax I is less than or equals to 20. I equals to I plus 2. Last time what we did, I plus plus is a short form of saying I plus 1. Okay, so let me do I plus 1 first so that everyone is aware of how this works. I. So if you look at here, run as Java application, you will see that it prints from 0 to 20, right? This means the I plus plus and this is the same syntax. So which is just other form of short form of saying I equal to I plus 1 is I plus plus. Now I want to do it I plus 2. I want to start from 0 and I want to increment by 2. The last example we did only 1, right? So now what will happen here? Anyone can you guess here? What it will print here? Can anyone give example of what it will print looking at the loop?
It skips like 2, like it goes by
So
like 2,
example we did,
4.
right? So example. So it will add 2 on each of them until it reaches the 20. So if you run as Java application 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it adds 2. So each increment. So see, if now that makes sense, right? Yesterday, whatever we did, example minus, plus, see, this is how it works. 0 to, it's all the even number you got up to 20 because I did equals to 20, less than equals to 20. So this is how the loop works, or that is how you want to loop. Sometimes you want to do instead of 2, you want to do 5. See example I'm giving here all. If you run this, you will see that you only get 0, 5, 10, all these numbers. So this is the conditions for, what is the final condition that we want to increase the loop? This is also important. So you can do more than one, okay? Just to make sure everyone aware of that. It's not necessary that you can only do one. It can do up to whatever conditions you give here, it will apply that. So this is another way of printing the or increasing the loop. So loops should always have an endpoint and a small point. So another way is what happens is I equal to 5, okay, and I is greater than, if I'm gonna greater than I'll give you an example, it will be 4. I equals I plus 2. What do you think will happen here? Anyone?
It will be like a 4, 4, 6, 8 like that.
No, since it's between 5, 4 and 5, there will be only 5, I guess, because the integer is 5.
See, it's continuously. What is happening is, since I didn't give any end for it, it's gonna run continuously, and it will, at that point, it will break.
What was missing, sir?
What was missing is, when I said greater than 4, right? What I'm saying is, I didn't give the starting. The loop should always have a beginning and end. What I did is, I equals to 5 I give, right? That's what I get. First initial, or I equals to 1, I'll give in better. 1 second. 1 greater than equals to 0. So if that 5 number may make you confused, so I'll do a simple one. First one, okay. This one. So that you don't get confused with this. See, it continuously runs. What is happening is, I didn't give the starting point is 1. Let me make a draw yesterday's chart. Where did it go? Okay. Let me do. Starting point is 1 second. No, I don't want you. Starting point is 1. Correct. This is 1 with the start is 1 will start. End point is greater than 0. Condition for that is I plus 1. 1 or I plus 1. Right? What this is doing is, basically you are saying is, starting point is 1, end point is greater than 0. What do you think will happen? It's saying that anything.
You take all the numbers.
Yep. And it is forever going. The loop will never end.
No
JVM
upper limit.
JVM will crash and something will happen. So what is we are saying, you didn't give, that's the reason the loop should always have a starting and end point. So that's why I was trying to say. When I gave this condition, starting is 1. If you look the mathematics yesterday, right? If you do what I did, Sushma is writing 1. If you look at 1, starting is 1 and 1 is greater than 0. Yes. I means 1 is greater than 0. Yes. I plus 1. Then you will say I is greater than 0, right? And then I will say next loop would be I plus 1, 2. 2 is greater than 0. Yes. 3 is greater than 0. Yes. 4 is greater than 0. Yes. 5 is greater than 0. So it is continuously is going the loop, right? We will continue because you are already saying that it first starts with 1 and then it continuously goes, right? We don't have that end where to end it. So what happens is, this kind of loop is it goes forever. So you have to be cautious that whenever you provide a loop, you should have initial, starting, and end point for the loop. Okay. Everyone got to the point, right? What I'm doing here. Always remember that should be always best practice, because otherwise you will crash the application like this. If it goes for a while, it will stop and it will crash. JVM will crash. So the program will, or this our Java JVM, right? It will crash. So you should always remember that a loop should always have a starting and end. And okay, this is another example of infinite. They also call it infinite loop. Okay, let me put it. Infinite loop. Another one is, I said, only even number, or add I equals to I plus 2. So this is another way. I'll make sure this is example I sent you guys, so that 1 second. I plus 2, I less than 20 or 100, I'll say, equals to 100. Okay, so there are two examples. One is the infinite loop. Another one is it will give me all the even numbers between 1 and 100. You can use the loop to do this. Sometimes you don't have to. The other important, if you look at here, what is happening is you're getting all these even numbers out, right? It makes your job much easier. So if I get this code right, if you want to do like, so for example, some program will say, hey, I want the make sure what is the divide by even, what do you get, like something example, like I need only even number for my program concept or my need. In that case, I can use simple loop and go up to whatever you want number you want, and you can manipulate the number, get the data, like anything you want, like so this is why a loop is really strong, is because right now we are only printing this system dot out, right? But if you remember here, like I say that I have this age, right? How many people from the list applied for this age? Like I have a question, like there could be 100,000 people applying for the job, right? Or the army. And how many people were in which age group? Like instead of doing 18 to 35, I want 18 to 25, 25 or something. So there will be data, right? I can easily get those data manipulations easily with this loop. So instead of going through each and every loop, like repetitive actions like how we do, it will make our job really easy. But depending upon the requirement. So that is another thing which comes into the picture. We'll learn in the real-time example is why this loop is really important. So it helps to make job easier and make those repetitive tasks much simpler and easy to understand. So this is the Java for loop. So any other questions for the loop, for loop, and if else condition? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to end this then. Some of the sample for loop. Okay, let me start another class now. What is the okay? 1 second. Let me add another here. I'll do that later. That's fine. So next thing we are going to study or go over the next we are going to over the topic would be, we did if else condition, for loop. Now let's go to the while loop. So today we'll go over while loop and switch statement. Do while and switch statement. So this will be two things we'll go over today. And after this, this is basic starts of Java would end. So this is the only introduction to coding, right? So as a part of introduction to coding, this will end here like this. This would be today would be our last lecture for introduction to test coding Java. After this, I mean, at least you have been introduced to Java. Now more condition, more stuff will apply later. But now next we'll start maybe from next week. We'll see if how it goes next week. So we may start introduction to automation going forward next week. Probably if not next week, we'll start an introduction to automation and stuff. I will be learning some of the few things that theoretical little bit of theory. And after that, we'll start to hit the Selenium automation. Probably not next week, following week, we'll hit the similarly, we have to set up Selenium also in our system, and then we'll start Selenium after that. So automation. Okay, let's go over the let's go over the topic while loop. So for simplicity, I will use the everyone should be aware of the .3C school, right? You can always go here and practice which you want. So look for the some conditions and stuff. So this, if you look at here, this is all Java basics into. I mean, you can go up to wherever you want, but these are, if you look at all these conditions, right? This is not complex Java. These are all some introduction to Java classes. So these are all the topics you could go. If you want, I mean, after today also go over a few of them once. If you need, if you want to go over more, go over all the topics mentioned here. If you have any questions and stuff, you can always ask that question in the class. I'm doing our lecture, so that I'll try to help and make you try to understand some of them. So some of them may not be needed for the automation purpose, like this math will not be needed, but it's good to know kind of stuff. But I mean, some of the stuff here, yeah, feel free to go over all of them and see what you see and what you understand or what you have any questions. These are all other remaining topics which you can go over. So yeah, these are all the topics you can go over the Java. So let's start with the loop, while loop. So similar to for loop, there are other types of loop. That is another type of most common used loop is while loop. So if you look at loops, loops can execute a block of code as long as specified condition is reached. So you understood, right? Starting point, end point. Unless that end point you have reached, it will continuously run. So this is what loop can execute block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. Loops are handy because they save time, reduce errors, and they make code more readable. That is, yesterday I gave you an example, right? How you could instead of writing each users, you can have like a loop, get me the 4 numbers, it will directly print all the 4 numbers. So this is, instead of writing each one, it will save a lot of time. Java while loop. The while loop uh, loops through a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. So let me do this one. I like to write a code better than week 7 underscore do loop. I'll say no, while loop. So if you read the condition, what it is saying is while loops through the block of code as long as the specified condition is true. And the syntax is while condition and a block of code to execute. So if you look at this is a simple conditions that you can use. I mean, this is another way, like if you see all this, what we have done, this is already we have all, this could be, similar to a for loop, but it's a different way. It's a kind of similar way, but it's a little bit some people prefer while, some people prefer for loop. But if you look at it, it is the same way. So if I copy the whole code, this one, okay, and let me give this code to everyone. So can let me put in the chat. So can everyone try first? Let's replicate this with a for loop. Can anyone do that? Let's try. This will be I think this will be better way. Okay. This is a for loop okay, I've added in the group chat. I hope everybody can see that meeting group chat. Convert this into for loop and let's try this in the class. Let's try everyone. So it will be good example. So let's convert this into the for loop and for while loop.
Which one is the same one which is in the screen?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, or maybe I'll use this one. Convert this block of code, or maybe I'll open the other one once again. Yeah, convert this into for loop and then let's see how much you can try what it is doing and convert this into for loop. Probably you can understand this, right? Condition. I want to see how much. Yeah, let's practice first. Let's see if you can study on your own or understand that condition. Like read it as a English language. Can anybody try before? I mean, I'm not expecting you to be complete, but this is just somebody, or maybe somebody wants to speak that also. That's fine in a plain language, English language. If anybody can explain this, also would be good. Can anybody explain this in the plain English language? Okay, then I will go then. So if you look at this code, first thing is I said in the like a for loop, it is a initiation, initialize the value. So when you initialize the value, this is first thing what it does is initialize the value. Second thing it did is while the condition, while means the second condition that we said right in the for loop, while the condition is while I equals to 0, I is less than 5. You're saying print I. And next thing is, how do you want to do the increment? +1. I equals to plus means I equals to I plus 1. So now does this make sense now to everyone? What is this trying to do? If you look here, let me run this block of code first, and then I'll explain better.
Like the first point is like I is equal to 0. That's the one when it starts.
Mm-hmm.
And the I is less than 5. That's the where it ends. And the
Right?
increment is like 1 I plus plus.
Correct. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. If you look here, what it is doing is similar to for int I equals to 0. We need to initialize first, right? I is less than 5. And third condition is how you want to increase I plus plus. See, now what is it wants to do? Oh, sorry, my bad. 1 second. What it wants to do? System.out.print I, right? That's all it's trying to say here to do. Oh, it's already I cannot use I twice, so I have to use J this time. Because also remember, a variable can only be created, unique variables should be used every time. So if I use I already here and within the code, I can use another I. So I have to use J. So I use another variable. It doesn't always have to be I. So this code, block of code, and this block of code is same. Yes or no? Do you think so? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 second, I'll do is using for loop. Okay, let's run this code. My bad. I should have said something. No, not here. Okay, I will do is here. Okay, now let's run. If you see here in my console output, you can just pull this also. Well, I use while loop. I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, what did I do here? Oh, print I did. Sorry. That's why. Yeah, sometimes you make a mistake too. So if you look at while loop, I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're using for loop also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So some people prefer to use while loop, some persons prefer to use for loop. But if you look at the conditions, right, what we did and how we print everything is same. So here also where while loop, what happens? You initialize it, you make it increase by 5, like make less than 5, and you get the how you want to do increment. This is also a for while loop. So this is similar to a for loop. So another syntax is this is similar to a for loop. So this is another way of achieving the same thing. Okay. And another thing you could do is, instead of this, I'm just giving you a sample right here. So another thing you could do is, since I want to use oh no, I can't use that because I value would be initialized. So yeah, this is another way of doing the code. This is just basically saying you want to run the loop instead of for loop. You could do another example is while loop. So this is an example of while loop. There's another example is do while loop. Let me make another class for that. And another thing I want to everyone to practice is here, like if I do public static void main, all lowercase, and then string, yeah, these arguments. So this is another thing you have to practice this all the line. This is the practice this line. You have to remember this so that it is always good to practice. So there is another example, which is a do while loop. And do while loop is a variant of a while loop. This loop will execute a code block once before checking if the condition is true. Then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. So what it is saying, instead of while condition, inside the while condition we added, you can use while as an independent, like here. This one I did while as an independent itself. But there's another way of doing is you can do while also. Like even if some people like to use while within the while itself, some people want to use do while. So this is another loop condition where what happens is do something while the condition meets. So if you look at this example, I'm gonna do I'll take the same example. Okay. And do while loop, right? I'm going to I copy paste it, but don't copy paste, please. This copy paste will create issues in your learning. So I won't recommend anyone to copy paste anything. Type from the basic level, starting level. If you even if you feel like it's something you copy, do this way. If you see here, right? I will do is okay. First, it's initialized as a value. Let me do int I equals to 0. Even if you can open two inside of side, right? Then do while statement I want to do. So do what I want to do is do something. Okay, first I will create the do what I want to do, then I will say while, and while I'll say I'll put I is less than 5. Then I'm going to say while I is less than 5, do something. System.out.print I, and I'm going to say I'm going to write I equals plus plus. So see, I looked at it, I didn't look at it, I typed everything. So you should also try to do is, even though you look at it, try to type everything. This will, I mean, improve your this is the only way to improve the coding. So if you look at it, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you can do the same thing within the while condition also, within the while loop, what the earlier what we did, you could do the same thing with the do while also, or for loop. So all these things are similar. Only thing is the different way of looping. Anyone have any question? It's all about how what you prefer. Like you can achieve all these three things. You'll achieve the same thing, right? This is I started with the for loop because that is most commonly people will use nowadays. I think this is what is the do while loop is also people will use, but I think some people prefer, some people don't prefer to use this do while or while loop they'll use, but do while I prefer for loop because it is everything is in one line, right? I initialize everything, I'll have a statement, everything, a while condition, everything. But if you want to understand how this works, this is while it is more elaborated from a for loop. Okay, so is another example is a do while loop. Okay, and okay, let's do one thing. Okay, I think everyone understands this one. Now let's do one thing. Let's do a sample within the class. What I want to do is which one I should do? Let me think. We have like 15 minutes before we start the switch statement. So let me know which example do you want to do. Again, anyone have any questions? I'll let the class decide which one you want to try or which one you want to work on. Do you want to practice all these three?
We can practice it.
Okay, then let's use 15 minutes to. I'll let everyone to practice this. I'll add these classes in the class, and then I'll want everyone to practice this right now. Okay. So I will upload this in the, where did it go? 1 second. Okay, I'll upload this in the day 2. And everyone practice for the next 15 minutes.
Okay, you can do chat also, the link.
No, I'm gonna add this. No, I have to add this all the Java classes, right? So that practice those. Oh, you mean that one? Okay, I can do that too. Okay, I can do that.
Yes,
No worries. Sure, I can do that too. Week 7. Where is my package data? Okay, I'm gonna add all these 3 conditions in here. Okay, so I'm going to save day 2, and the day 2 you'll see these 3 classes we did. Week 7, do while loop, for loop, and while loop. So let's practice do while and while loop. So everyone write a if you want this other link also, I'll send it. Give me a second. While loop. Oh, I need to add. I'll add that in this here only. Let me see if I can edit. Edit settings. Edit. Can I add it? Okay, here I can add. Okay. Do while loop. Another one is. I think this is only we talked, right? Yeah. Let's try this one first then. Let's try do while loop. I'll just say. If you go to day 2, there is a link for do while loop and there is the classes. So let's try do while loop. Everyone please practice and do the similar what I did. So we'll connect again in 15 minutes. I'll let everyone, I mean, I'll be here, but if you have any questions and stuff, let me know. And oh, 1 second. So if you have any questions, let me know. Okay. So I can support you guys if you need it. So I'll stop sharing. Maybe I'll open this one and I'll share. So I'll share the screen. Not even needed. So please start. Everyone, please write this class on your class or do while loop and a while loop in your local. And let's talk. Let's meet again in 15 minutes. Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, it will. So we do in starting in the class, right?
Yeah, in a class, within a class, like the one I give sample,
Click in
right?
the class.
Yeah.
And Eclipse.
Yes, in Eclipse, please. In Eclipse, the way I am doing, I have here, right? The one I
create
sent example.
Create the file name or project name. Something.
Yeah. So clear these 3 loop conditions and
Today.
let's discuss that in next 10 minutes. I will let everyone work. I'll 6:47. So let's work under 7 o'clock. Oh, sorry, not 6:47. My bad. I think this is Eastern time, Western time. So let's connect in another 10, 15, in 15 minutes. Okay. I'll connect in less 15 minutes. I want everyone to create the do while loop and while loop in your local system, in a local project. In local system means locally here, like the Java code. All right, then I will.
Okay.
So where is the
You
link?
can discuss among yourself too. You don't have to go ahead.
Yeah,
Listen.
Yeah, you put the link on the chat, right?
Oh, it's link. I added in the condition. I can add that in the chat. Give me a second.
No, that's okay. We can find it.
I can add it. No worries.
Yeah.
I can add that also in the chat. Where is chat? Okay. Yeah. All right. I added the link in the chat. Please practice and yeah. Let's do that. Let's connect in 15 minutes.
खाइसक्यौँ।
Hazur, did everyone complete those two do while and while loop?
Oh, yes, sir. I have complete.
Okay, can anyone share? Yeah, let's share it in the so that everyone is aware of that. Okay, so in this case, I want to get the even number up to 20. Let's change that. Your code has issues. Already CTK Java. Where did you get that? There's an error in your code. GTK underscore Java, the package, right? Default package below. Above
Yeah.
it. This is the red sign. No, above that. Above that. Your CTK week 5 day 1. Go to the project explorer under JRE source, and first if you go to source and then default package and default package CTK underscore Java, right? Remove that. Yeah, let's fix that issue. Why
Which
that?
one, sir?
Let's okay. We'll talk about that later. Okay, let's try. Okay, I want the same thing to convert it into even. Like I want up to I gave you example, right? For loop up to 20, all the even numbers up to 20. How do I get all the even numbers till 20? Yeah, all the even numbers up to 20. I didn't get even numbers. I got up to 20, but I didn't get an even numbers. How do I get even numbers? Okay, so next assignment for all of us would be get an even number up to 20. If you look at the for loop, you'll see the example I posted, right? I have that for loop already in the group chat. I added that. So convert that for loop into the even numbers. So all the even numbers up to 20. So look into that, and let's take a break for 10 minutes, and another 10 minutes. I'll right now it's what time it is. So another 10 minutes. Let's take 10 minutes break, and another 10 minutes. Let's print the even numbers for up to 20. Did everyone understand what I'm saying here? What is the what do you want to
What
do?
is the start point? Like, what's
Even
the
number from
initialization?
0 to start point
Okay.
would be say 0.
Okay.
Start to 0 and even numbers up to 20 using do while and while both. I want that. All the even numbers up to 20. Anyone? And have any questions on that? सबै even numbers 0 देखि 27 जतिवटा even up to 20. 0 देखि 27 जतिवटा even numbers छ सबै print गर्नुस्. यो question using do while loop and while loop. Question. सबैले बुझ्नुभयो? ल यो चाहिँ अब ब्रेक लिउँ होइन यसपछि अनि ब्रेक
सर
लिएपछि
फर लुप कि वाइल लुप अरू दुइटै फर लुप र वाइल
फर
लुप
लुपमा
सर
अलरेडी मैले गरिदिइसकेको छु त्यसलाई डु वाइल र वाइल लुपमा.
ए
फर लुपमा त मैले यो इक्जाम्पल आज गरिसकेको छु त्यसलाई चाहिँ डु वाइल लुप र वाइल लुपमा गरेर देखाउनु. सबमिट नभन्नु ल सबमिटै भन्नु न ल क्लास एक्जाम बनाइदिउँ यसलाई केही हुँदैन त यसो क्लास एक्जाम जस्तो पनि हुन्छ क्विज हुन्छ त्यसलाई क्विज बनाइदिउँ यसलाई. हजुर हुन्छ नि बुझ्नुभयो सबैजनाले ल त्यस बनाएर अनि पोस्ट गरौँ है ल हस्. अनि ब्रेक लिउँ सुरुमा त ब्रेक लिनुपर्छ. ब्रेक लिएर अनि त्यसपछि त्यही गरौँ अनि अर्को 10-15 मिनट त्यो गरौँ अनि लास्टमा स्विचको बारेमा पढौँला अनि त्यसपछि अनि आजलाई त्यति. हस् ल ब्रेक है.
यो while loop पछि अर्को के को गर्नुपर्ने अरे कोही हुनुहुन्छ
ए डु वाइल होला वाइल र डु वाइल जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई
के एउटा चाहिँ नि while अनि अर्को चाहिँ नि do while दि
त्यो जस्तो लाग्यो म नि यहाँ रुगाले गलस्ते बारे भाइ फोकसै भएको छैन कि
हो र ठिक छ अरे
त्यही
लेख्नु
जस्तो
न
लाग्यो मलाई
ए do while है
वाइल र डु वाइल जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई
वाइल
चाहिँ।
डु वाइल डु माथि वाइल गर्ने डु गर्ने कि डु गर्ने माथि
जुन
यस्तो
इट
के
डजन्ट म्याटर
त्यो के
I
म्याटर गर्दैन त्यो इभन निकाल्नै आएन कसरी गर्नु सजिलो भन्नुभयो
म त रुगाले गलस्तेबाट केही फोकसै हुन सकेको छैन यस्तो गाह्रो भएको छ नि
ए
दुईटैको इभन निकाल्ने हो
त्यही गरेको छु के मैले त्यो ब्रेकमा
ओके
बसेर त्यही गरे
ए
गर्नु पर्यो
सुस्मिता मिसले गरिहाल्छ अब हामीले बुझ्ने हो
लौ न त्यस्तो होइन को हो त्यो भन्ने
प्रतीक
यो हप्ता त मैले पुरै बिरामीबाट केही गर्नै पाएको छैन कि प्र्याक्टिसै गरेको छैन कोभिड जस्तै भइरहेको छ कोभिडै हो कि
जनपानी खानु न निको होला कि अब हाम्रो शक्ति
केही खाना नि भएको छैन भाइ
ए
केही खाना नि भएको छैन तातो पानी खाइरहेको छु बिहानै बिहान
सबैजना ब्याक आउनुभयो
सबैजना यही हुनुहुन्छ जस्तो लागिरहेको छ मलाई चाहिँ है
खै 1 2 3 4 5 एकजना सबैजनाले गर्नुभयो त त्यो लुप बनाउनु भयो त्यो इभन नम्बर्स अफ टु 20
देखाइरहेको छ इरर
हजुर एरर आयो खै देखाउनुहोस् त के हो के भनेर के ट्राई गर्नु कहाँ हेरेर अब त्यो एरर त कहाँ एरर आयो पनि भन्न सक्नुपर्ने हुन्छ कि अब त्यो एरर त अब जता पनि आउँछ अब बिस्तारै चाहिँ कहाँ एरर र केमा अड्के म भनेर पनि भन्न सक्नुपर्ने हुन्छ कि त्यो एरर चाहिँ के एरर आयो त अब त्यसरी पनि अब हुन्छ नि अब त्यो ब्ल्याङ्केट एरर त फेरि के हुन्छ नि बिस्तारै जाँदा त्यो फेरि आफै पनि त्यो थाहा पाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ कि
इन्टिजर हानेर डु गर्दाखेरि हैन
खै देखाउ सेयर गर्नुहोस् त त्यो भन्दा नि अब त्यो स्क्रिन त्यो फर्मेट त कपी गर्नु नि एक्ज्याक्टली खै देखाउनुहोस् त
त्यसमा अनि भ्यालु चेन्ज गरेर आफ्नो हिसाबले हाल्नु
खै सेयर गर्नुहोस् त स्क्रिन हेरौँ तपाईँको कोडैभरि हेरेर चाहिँ माथिदेखि क्रस त सबै रिजल्भ गर्नुपर्छ त खै क्लासहरू तपाईँको कहाँ बनाउनु भयो खै क्लास लाइन 1 देखि नै कोड लेख्नुपर्छ खै क्लासहरू त क्लास नामहरू केही नै छैन यसरी त काम गर्दैन नि त कोड त
सुरुमा क्लास चाहियो हैन
हजुर प्याकेज नेम क्लास नेम त कुनै पनि छैन
टुडे क्लास भनेर मैले क्रिएट गरेको विक 6 मा
तपाईँले पुरै कपी पेस्ट हान्नु भयो यो त यो कोडै भएन यो त तपाईँको पुरै यो फर्मेटै गर्नुभयो त यो सुरुमा त स्ट्यान्डर्ड्स भनेको खोइ सुरुमा यो तपाईँको अस्ति मैले सल्भ गरेको थिएन एउटा प्याकेज नेमबाट सल्भ गर्नुपर्छ सुरुमा प्याकेज नेम चाहिन्छ त्यसपछि क्लास नेम चाहिन्छ त्यो सबै
क्लोज गर्नु पर्यो यसलाई
त्यो त अब कुन हो मलाई थाहा छैन क्लास कुन क्लास हो मलाई थाहा भएन कुनबाट आइरहन्छ विक डे 6 हजुर विक 6 डे 2 त्यो तपाईँको क्लासै पुरै भएन यो त क्लोज गर्नु भन्दा पनि पहिला त त्यो क्लास बनाउनुहोस् न पहिला यो त यो कोड मात्रै भयो क्या क्लासदेखि सुरु गर्नुपर्छ क्लास त भयो भनेको मतलब कोडिङको क्लास प्याकेज नेमबाट सुरु गरेर क्लास नेमबाट सुरु गरेर त्यो सबै जिरोबाट लेख्नुहोस् अनि मात्रै हुन्छ यो सबै पहिला कोड डिलिट गरिदिनुहोस् यो त रङै हुँदैन बिल्कुल छैन डिलिट गरिदिनुहोस् त सबै पहिला यो त्यहाँ भएको यति कोडै पुरै यो पनि भएन यो पनि रन हुँदैन दुईटै कोड गलत छ
यहीँबाट start
सबै
गर्नु।
कोड भित्र गएर डिलिट गरेर फेरि सुरुदेखि कोड लेख्नुहोस् कुनै एक्जाम्पल हेरेर कपी गर्नु पर्दैन यसैलाई लेख्नु न सुरुदेखि प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहोस् न त हटाउनुहोस् त्यहाँ भित्र कोड भित्र जानुहोस् त त्यो क्लासभित्र
त्यही
कुनै पनि हो त्यो क्लिक जानुहोस् कुनै एउटा
यहाँ?
अनि त्यही होइन त्यही विक 6 भित्र एउटा कुनै हो त्यो डबल क्लिक गर्नुहोस् न त्यो जाभालाई त्यो डबल क्लिक गर्नुहोस् त ओपन भइहाल्छ अब यो
Okay.
सबै कोड हटाउनुहोस् यहाँबाट सबै कन्ट्रोल ए गर्नुहोस् अनि त्यो हटाउनु भनेको कोड भित्रको कन्ट्रोल ए गर्नुहोस् अनि डिलिट
यो
गर्नुहोस्
content
अब क्लासहरू कसरी लेख्ने सुरुदेखि प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहोस् अब प्याकेज नेमर कसरी लेख्ने त्यो त अब एक्जाम्पलहरू हेर्दै प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहोस् अब सुरुदेखि यो तपाईँको यो नै मिलेको
क्लासबाट
छैन
एकैचोटि लुप गर्न मिलेन हैन?
मिल्दैन एकैचोटि
अँ।
सुरुमा त्यहाँबाट गर्नुपर्छ क्लास प्याकेज नेम क्लास नेम सबै लेख्नुपर्छ हजुरले सबै त सुरुबाट जिरोबाट सुरु त्यसपछि पब्लिक स्ट्याटिक भयो सबै जिरोबाट अब त्यो गुगलबाट हेरेर लेख्नुहुन्छ कि क्लासको नाम चाहिँ एउटै हुनुपर्छ फेरि त्यो फाइल नेम र क्लास नेम होइन त्यो जिरोबाट सुरु गर्नुहोस् तपाईँको त यो प्रोग्राम रन हुँदैन यो त्यो जिरोबाट लेखेर प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहोस्
स्क्रिप्ट खोलेर माइतबाट
हजुर
टाइप गर्दै जानु।
कतै नोटप्याडमा कपी गर्नुहोस् न कुनै काम गर्ने प्रोग्रामलाई अनि त्यहाँबाट फेरि सबै ए टु जेड पनि हान्ने फेरि यो क्लास नेमहरू एउटै बनाएर त्यहाँबाट अनि त्यो कोड त जुन यो फर लुप त त्यो मेन क्लासभित्र मात्रै मेन मेथडभित्र मात्रै हाल्ने हो अरू त यसरी त्यो थोरै कोड त मेन मेथडभित्र मात्रै हाल्ने हो कि मेन अरू सबै सुरुदेखि लेख्नुपर्छ
लुप्स आफैमा चल्दैन हैन?
चल्दैन हजुर चल्दैन
Okay.
यो जावाको चाहिँ अस्ति when I studied first Java, right? When we say how the Java works is first it has its class always should be a class. You can run an independent file, but that is little different. I don't want to go there. Java, in order to run a Java, you need to have a class name. Java only understand what is class, and Java understands the main method. Java doesn't understand what is the loop on it by itself. And that's the reason what happens when you convert that Java into when Java compiles it, it converts that class into Java file into class, and that class is a binary, and that binary is what is reads, right? Remember that one I said earlier. So this all things combined together. The reason I took one lecture for to explain that is because unless you understand that how the compiler works, how to compile, so this is why we need to have a proper syntax in order to so Java will not understand loop as itself. Java will understand loop itself inside a method or inside the code. Okay, hopefully that helps, Raji. So
Yeah, let me do start again.
okay, please start from the basics. Start
Yeah.
from zero level, how to create from the package, practice and more like package name and then class name and then static void main and then flower bracket open close, all you should try. Okay, so start from there. I mean, you have to practice more on that, please. Thank you. Next, anyone who wants to demo that even numbers using do while loop or while loop and while loop? Anyone started?
I have mine ready.
Let's see then. Someone can look at her and will probably fix her and if it works, then
Can you see
okay.
it?
Sure, I can see that. A equals to 0, C equals to 0. So okay, we use while loop, A plus 2, print a loop. Okay, while loop A, it will print up to less than or equals to 20, correct? A equals to A plus 2. Do C equal to C plus 2 while C is less than. Yeah. See what is show me the console? You can expand the console, right? Just double click on that console tab and you can expand. Not that cross
Yeah.
tab and the console layer in the console.
Mm.
Oh, okay. You can expand it and you can double click on the console, it will reduce to back to the normal
Mm.
size. So see 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, up to 20, right? Yeah, this is correct. So this is what you can convert, get all the even numbers from 0 to 20. 2 is not, 0 is not the loop, but that's another thing. 0 is not an even number, right? So
But how can I do it?
that's another thing. Then you have to start from 2 then, right?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of your
Yeah.
starting is 2, that means you start from 2, that will help it. Yeah, now save it and run it. Yeah, now look at the console again. See, it starts from 2 to 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is what you get from the starting point, end point, and all the even numbers up to 20. So can you show the code so that everyone can look into it? And another thing you did is really wonderful is you added both the loops inside the same main method. So
So
that also you can do. That
yeah,
is
so we
another,
can see it like, I can see it which one for it.
right. So yeah, that is good one. So you created two different variable A and C. So that is another good example that you should have to use. So everyone, can you see this example? And do you have something like this in your? Did everyone create something like this? Anyone? No answers. Only Sushmita ji was able to create this. Anyone else did successfully run this, created this method? I mean, the even number from 0 to 20. No one was able to do this. Oh my God. So everyone can take the screenshot, right? Take a screenshot and probably practice it at home. That's all I can say. If this screen that Sushmita ji is sharing, everyone can take the screenshot and please practice this at home. This is the that's I would want everyone to practice this at home using the screenshot. So hopefully everyone take the screenshot. Okay, I hope everyone did that. All right, thank you, Sushmita ji. I mean, yeah, this is the right. Now let's go to the next condition. So let me share my screen before to that. I had some issue with my one second. So let's go to the next topic. Which one should I say? I'll say this one. Hopefully it doesn't give an error. Okay. Uh-oh, there's something going on here. I don't know what's wrong with this. So next topic is we did a switch. Okay, something wrong with the Chrome in this. Well, okay, hopefully this one doesn't have this issue. All right, I have to stop sharing there. Stop share and I'll probably try to share on the screen. Sorry for the inconvenience. And another way, switch. W3 Cisco. Let's go to the next, which is most common ones. Okay, Java switch. So, oh, what happened? Why did I click? Another way of writing a clean code is using the switch statement. What the switch does is, and sometimes depending upon the conditions, when you know what is your when you know what are the different conditions you could use, like like fixed conditions, like in that case you would want, instead of using if else condition, you could use a switch statement. So if you look at Java switch statement, instead of writing many if else statement, you can use the switch statement. The switch statement selects one of many code blocks to be executed. So what it is saying is, instead of sometimes you want to write instead of if else condition, you could do. I'll give the example in which condition you want to do use that. So if the syntax for switch condition is switch expression case, and you're gonna and then there's a code block and then break, which means that after this condition is met, break the code. What is this break keyword? So another thing which you have to remember is break keyword basically is a means after the code is after this condition is made, and whenever you see the break, the code hits the condition break, it will stop the execution. Or what is mean by execution? Not stop the execution, it will stop the conditions or loop or whatever you have. Like say example, I have break condition in the for loop. And when I add that condition break for certain condition, it will stop the execution or it will exit from the for loop. Similarly, in the switch also there is Java break keyword. Means after this case is made, after this code is hit, you want to break the code, means get out of this condition. This means whatever this condition I have, get out of it. So it will just get out of the condition. So that is what, if you want to do that abruptly, you use the break keyword. This is Java reserved keyword. Okay, it's lowercase up, lowercase b. So this is how the switch works. The switch expression is evaluated once, the value of the expression is compared with the value of each case. And if there is a match, the associated block of code is executed. The break and the default keywords are optional and will be described later in the chapter. So they are saying default is another one. So if you look at what you want to do is similar to Java, there's else case, right? Else case means if you don't match all the conditions, go to the else. Similarly, in a switch case statement, there is a default, which means if all of these conditions are not met or you don't find X or Y, whatever expression you are validating, it will go to the default and it will run the bunch of code here. So this is what it is trying to say. So if you look how it works, the switch expression is evaluated once, variable of expression is compared with the value of each case. So we'll do some example there. And if there is a match, the associated block of code is executed and the break and default are keyword. Let's take an this is one of the most common example. This is I thought I'll do the same, but I think it already it has already done. This is one of the simple example which everyone uses, and I'm going to write the switch statement similar to this one. Okay, so let's go to the code and let me start that. And week 7, new class, week 7, do while loop. Oh, sorry, my bad. Switch case. I'm going to click the public void main also. Okay, week 7 switch case. So this is our condition. So what happens is switch case is a statement. So what I will do is for now, I would not want to do this, but let's not compare it. So the condition here is I want to expression I'm gonna provide, in which condition what I do is I will let them know that okay, I want to know I'll input a number, like say number 1 to 7, and I want to know the which day it is as a number. So what it is saying is I will say which day, I'll provide a day integer, and which that day integer, what I'm asking is give me the which day it is. Return, give me the what day it is. So similarly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say int day equals to 5. Okay, and switch is if you look at whenever I use some Java reserve keyword, right? If you look here, right now if I use H, it converts into red color and everything is seems like is a syntax. So now if you look at the syntax and if you look at whenever I add this, see it looks like it's all lowercase switch. Okay, everything has to be lowercase, and I'm going to do day. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I want to find out which day it is using the switch case statement. I want to know which day it is. Now let me do one thing. 1 second. I'm going to do case. This is another 1. Okay. I'm going to say system dot print out Sunday. Okay. And next thing I need is break. Okay. Everyone remember this is the syntax. Now case 2. System dot out print Monday. And then next statement is break. So similarly, I'm going to write another one. Sorry. So everything which is all these things comes under switch bracket. Okay. So you have to remember the switch cases. You have to remember the syntax. If you look at the syntax, this is what the syntax switch, expression, case, break, all this code. So and bracket is only one bracket from switch to here. The case one doesn't have bracket. So let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes I like to cheat also. So 7. Oh, 1 second. This I don't need this. I need this one. 7. And last one would be default. Okay. And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So any condition we can make in loops, right?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, like loops means we can make any conditions.
Loops. This is not a loop. This is a if it's a
Oh,
substitute
this
of
is
if else
switch.
condition.
You're talking about the switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a more of a alternative to if else,
Mm.
but it is much more readable since and this makes the code much readable, right? So because depending on the example to example, certain times you want to use if, sometimes you want to use case, depending upon if you know this different example, a valid number from 1 to 7. Okay, so what I did is I wrote a program where in the switch case, what I'm saying is first I need to iterate between the day what I want to provide, and I'm saying is switch day means if I provide the int day as 1 as a case 1, this if it's substitute if else. So I'm saying it's a Sunday. If I say day 2, it's a Monday. If I say 3, Tuesday, 4, Wednesday, 5, Thursday, 6, Friday, and 7, Saturday. And if I provide something other than that, what will happen is the code will go and say, hey, please enter the number from 1 to 7. Okay, because you don't have 0 or 8 days in a week, right? So or days in a week, I'll say day. Yeah, this is also fine. So when I run this program, okay, let's run this. Let's see what it does. What do you guys think it should print? Day 5, right? I said initialize the day 5, so it should go and print Thursday. What happened is now instead of this makes the code, if you look at this code, right, the switch statement makes the, depending upon the condition, the code much more easier to read, right? So was it easier for you to understand this code? I mean, easy to read. So this is another example of how you can make a more cleaner code. Now what happens if I provide day 0? Because I haven't handled this condition 0. The only in 1 to 7 it doesn't have 0. Only the way that could go is if all the conditions are not met. So first what we'll do is, let me run this program first. Please enter valid number from 1 to 7. So what happens is when I say 0, right? When I put initial, what I wrote a program is first you see I initialize the value as a day. And what I'm doing is I'm switching the value as a day to switch means depending upon my value, the day value, provide me what day it is. So what I'm saying is I will give you the number from 1 to 7 and give me which day it is. But what I did is I provided day as 0. So what if I provide valid day 1, what it will do is 2, it will say, okay, 2. So switch day. So what happens? The value of it is this, I'm switching the condition here, switch case. So day value, whatever I provide, it will switch and provide you the value. So when I say case 1 means case is the syntax and 1 is the value. So I'm saying if I have the day value is 1, give me the Sunday. If the and then break means it will go and give you the after break statement. What happens is if this condition matches, it will go and break it. But what happens is the first, if you look at the case 1, right? So if I see here day 2 means the day is 2, switch day means 2 value. First it will go, the code will hit this line. When it clicks line, is day case 1? No, it is 2. So it will skip this to line 12 and 13. It will hit line 14. Line 14, case 2 means day 2 means 2. Okay, does it match 2? Yes, 2 matches. Now what happens? Since this condition matches, it will go to line 15. Line 15, what I said? System.out print Monday. So let me see what will happen is system.out print Monday. It will print Monday. And next thing, it will go to next line is 16. What I have written code as a break. So what will happen? It will break the code and it will exit this loop because my condition is already met. I don't want to go and run every other condition. My condition is met. Now end this code or block of code. So if I remove this break, right, see what happens. Okay, I'll comment the break here. See what happened is it is provided Tuesday also because for some reason it went and it executed another block of code also. It's looked at for the break here. So it didn't look at the break. So what happens is sometimes the code doesn't know what to do. So if we don't break the code, it will go and run another code. So this is what happened is it will go and just print case 3, case 2. So unless you have this break statement, it will not break the code. You'll see some errors like this one. See this, you got Tuesday, right? which you have supposed to be is after you made my condition, just end it. So this is an example of how you can use a switch case statement, and this will make your code much easier. So another example I want to build is let me do 1 second. So can you do the same thing using the if else condition? If condition. Can anybody say that can we do this with if condition? Same thing achieve. Let me do it with the if else. Let me do, I will do it, I'll copy this. Okay, and then paste it here. Switch case versus if else. Okay, I'm going to do this. So now I want to achieve the same thing using the if else condition. Okay, let me remove this code. I'm going to say if day equals to 1. Sunday. If else if day equals to 2. Right? It will be Monday. So okay, and I need to copy paste everything. Let's run this program now. Let's see what happens. Oh, 1 second, I need to put this into
Monday.
it for Monday, right? So I can do the same thing now. Else if I do similarly, let me do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you look at this code versus else, then last you want to do is else. I'm going to do the same case, same statement. Else print this one. Okay, let's provide number 5. Let's run this program. 5 means if day equals to 5, you print Thursday. See, similar to this if else condition, you could replace the if else condition with switch case. But switch, this is if you look at this, it looks like more of a non-readable code. Is same code, but the code is switch case makes much better sense because the reading is much easier, right? It makes the code much readable, easy to read. And another thing is like, okay,
So
if you
now
want to
why just showing only for the Tuesday? Before you make it the Tuesday and 2 days, now just 1 day.
not 2 days. What do you mean by 2 days? Can you repeat that? Sorry.
No, before I see the screen is Monday and Tuesday something. And
Sunday,
now,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's 7 days. That's what 1 to 7.
yeah.
So if you look at switch case, it's the same thing, right? Let me move it into different screen. Okay. All right. If I can do this way also. If you look, these two conditions, one is using the if else condition, another one is using the switch case condition, right? So switch case also you can do the instead of switch case, you can replace that with the if else condition. But if in this case, you need to know the fixed values. What are the days of the week is fixed, right? You know what to use. So instead of using if else, you could use a switch case statement to switch the case. So what was the question? Can you repeat now? You had a question, right?
Yeah, I forget. The result is showing in the Thursday.
Because I put 5, right? 5 is Thursday is 5. 5 is a Thursday. And another thing is if you want to compare, right, you have to use double equal. So if I use day equals to 1, you see, you will get an error. Let's see what the error says. Cannot convert into Boolean. So only if you want Boolean type only, you can use 1 equals to. If you want to compare the values, you have to use double equal. Okay. So remember that also because
So So if we want the all like Sunday to Saturday, what we put in the first in like in integer day 5 plus 4, 3, 2, 1 is something like this.
You want to print whole days from
Yeah.
Saturday, from Tuesday to Saturday?
Yeah.
Then you have to use a loop, for loop, right? And you have to say, use a loop. If you see the example, right, how you can do print all the days from Monday to Tuesday, you have to start to use the loop. And in that case, that is, I think you have to create a method, and that method will return this, and you have to add those. So you want to print all the days from here. So let me do one thing first. I
So
want
it's
to,
not working like the cursor is we're moving.
no, it is if else condition.
Integer
So
day
if
5.
else condition means it only produce one.
Oh, okay.
If else condition means if you do this, you'll else you do this. If it's not, if else is not a loop, if else is a condition. There's a difference between condition and loop, right? So if else is not a looping, if else is a condition. So when I say if day 1, print this. I want to say if day 1, print all, right? That is again different need. So this is a loop. This is not a loop. So if I see in this if condition, if I provide 0, what happens? Let's see. See, please enter valid number point to 7. So what happens is, if all this
0.
number didn't match, you provide something else, it will say print enter number between 1 to 7. Like if I provide 10, what happens? Similarly, because if you look at the condition, it will say please enter the number from 1 to 7. So this is what the if else condition. If you do the same here, like provide 12 here instead of 2, you'll see the same thing. If you run this program also, please enter the valid number from 1 to 7. See this? So what I'm trying to say is, what is this if else condition and switch condition? If you look at this code, this one is much better and readable than switch else condition, because here we know the fixed amount of what you want to do. So if you can use this if else also, but this one looks much better in this case, because you know what are the fixed conditions you have to, what are these conditions. But if else condition is better because in condition where you don't know what is the number of days, the number of weeks, or number of months, right? Those are different. Months also is kind of fixed, right? 12 months in a year. So those are the easy examples. So when you see those kind of fixed set of data or value, you always try to use switch, which will make your code much readable, and I mean, it will make your code much cleaner and readable compared to this if else condition. So, but both of them are same. Okay, you can use either of them. It's a choice. So this is all about the switch case. So let me upload this also in the lecture today so that everyone is aware. Oh my god, I have some issues with this Chrome. One second. Hopefully it opens this side now. Well, my system has some issues now. One second. Okay, hopefully this fixed. One second. Yeah. So I'll try to upload it. I'm trying to log into the system, but somehow I'm getting some issues right now. My system. Okay. Anyone have any questions? I'll upload this in the let's see if I can open there. Not here, please. Something wrong with the system. Okay, my laptop has some issues right now. A new incognito window. If it opens this side. Oh, it doesn't like it. Let me see if I do it. New go. Okay, so that's all for today then. I mean, next week we'll have some, like I said, it will be a test. So
Everybody get ready.
yeah, so will be some coding, and some of them would be the theory what we studied till now. It includes everything. from what is testing, SDLC testing, introduction to Java. So yeah, so today we kind of completed we'll do some revision next week also till what we studied till now, because this is another completion of a new chapter topic. So we'll go over the exam, and then also we'll go over some exam results, how you guys perform, how you answers also. So next week will be a Saturday would be a first hour we'll use as a test. So please everyone be prepared.
9 right? 9 मा
Yeah, right. हजुर 1
7
घन्टा ढिलो हजुर यहाँको सेन्ट्रल 9 सेन्ट्रल 9 we'll start at central 9. हस् anyone have any question? पंकजी त्यो ल्यापटप भयो त पंकजी प्रतीकजी कि पंकजी त म चुकिहाल्छु फेरि
मेरो छ सर
ए हजुरको भयो ल्यापटप
त्यो अघि खै सर मैले सेयर गरिहाल्छु
होइन त्यो ल्यापटपवाला मेरो हो कि सर मैले
ए,
तपाईँको
उता
गरेँ
रहेछ।
सर मैले त्यो सेटअपहरू चाहिँ गरेँ
अँ
अब त्यसमा ठिक छ अहिले त्यो जस्तो मैले गरेँ सर भयो छ त्यसमा मजाले
हो त्यही त प्र्याक्टिस त फलो गर्नुभयो त्यसै फलो गर्न सक्नुभयो
मजाले सर
ए
त्यहाँबाट त
त्यही
मैले के गरेँ भने चाहिँ त्यो हजुरले जुन लिङ्क सेन्ड गरिदिनु भएको त्यो सबैलाई मैले त प्रिन्ट गरेर अनि यसो एक एकवटा हेर्दै हार्ड कपीसँग यसो हेर्दै गरेँ
हजुर
जस्ट फाइनली आई डिड
ए यस्तो हुन्छ क्या त्यो एउटा मात्रै कहिले काहीँ यो मल्टिपल स्क्रिन चाहिँ एकदम चाहिन्छ क्या यो यस्तो गर्दाखेरि त्यो एउटा
एकदम
स्क्रिन
सर एकदम
त्यो
हजुर।
तपाईँलाई त्यो मल्टी स्क्रिन नभएर त्यो भएको प्रब्लम त के हुन्छ भने
मल्टिसिन
उम्,
यता पनि
अँ,
हेर्दै गरौँ उता पनि कति गरौँ यता ट्याप गर्दा कता भने जस्तो भयो क्या म।
ए त्यो गाह्रो हुन्छ एउटामा यता हेर फेरि यता झुकिन्छ दुइटा भएर फलो गर्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ सजिलो हुन्छ अँ,
एकदमै सर हजुर सर
त्यो एउटै भएर अलिक गाह्रो भएको हो। त्यसो भयो भने त भइहाल्यो सबैजना त्यसै अब सिङ्गल स्क्रिन छ भने अब हार्ड कपी गर्दा पनि हेल्प हुँदो रहेछ नि सबैजनालाई त्यो अब कुनै सबै क्लासहरू सबै फाइलमा राखेर प्रिन्ट गर्दा पनि हुन्छ त्यसलाई त्यसै म पनि अब
मेरो
प्रिन्ट त
हजुर मेरो त सर मैले चाहिँ हजुरले अहिलेसम्म जति पनि त्यहाँ राखिदिनु भएको छ सबैको हार्ड कपी निकालेर फाइल बनाएर राखेको छु
उम्,
किनभने
ए
त्यसमा अब हामीले क्लास लिँदै गर्दाखेरि कुनै पोइन्ट्सहरू अब हजुरले एक्स्ट्रा पोइन्ट्स भन्नुहुन्छ त्यो पोइन्ट्सहरू
हजुर
हाम्रो नोट डाउन गर्न सजिलो हुन्छ इच एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ
हजुर
सबै
हजुर
राखिरहेको छु अब जो म अलिकति एक्टिभ अलिक भएको छुइनँ अहिले क्लासमा अन्त म अलिकति यो स्क्रिनहरू देखाएर अलिकति त्यो बोल्ने टाइपको चाहिँ भएको छुइनँ तर त्यही पनि मैले चाहिँ जस्तो मैले त्यो गरिरहेको छु अब चाँडै अब
ए
एउटा खुसखबरी पनि आउँछ क्लासमा त्यही भएर चाहिँ अलिकति बिजी भएको छ भनौँ न
होइन ठिकै छ त्यो त अब त्यही हो अब आफ्नो प्रायोरिटी पनि हुन्छ काम पनि हुन्छ
एकदम
सबै
सर
कुरालाई मिलाउनु म्यानेज गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ त्यो त अब म्यानेज गर्न
अन्त
चाहिँ अब
मेरो
म्यानेज
भन्नुहुन्छ त म त घरको पनि म्यानेज गर्नुपर्छ म त घरको म्यानेजर हो नि म त घरको हेड म्यानेजर हो
त्यही त हो यो मेरो पनि अब त्यो सबैको अब पर्छ पर्नु त नपर्ने होइन अहिले काममा पनि एकदम बिजी छु म पनि अहिले अफिसमा दिनमा 6 घन्टा 7 घन्टा म मिटिङ मात्र हुन्छु म त खालि दिनभरि अनि 5 डेजसम्म मेरो भिडिरहेको छु अहिले यो 1 महिना 1.5 महिना भयो काम पनि त्यस्तै छ 5-6 घन्टा मिटिङ बसेर त यस्तो ड्रेन भइन्छ अब यो 2 घन्टामा ड्रेन हुन्छ म 5-6 घन्टा यसरी ड्रेन हुन्छु बसाइ अनि त्यो फेरि मिटिङ ड्रेन त्यसै हुन्छ 50वटा कुरा सुन्नुपर्छ त्यो सबैको आफ्नो हुन्छ त्यसलाई अब म्यानेज गरेर कसरी लाने
म्यानेज
हुन्छ
गर्ने हो त्यही हो
हजुर त्यो त त्यही हजुर
आफ्नो बेस्ट दिने हो अरू त के गर्न सकिन्छ र होइन
त्यही हो, हजुर
कि पढ्ने कि पहिल्यै पढ्नु पर्थ्यो अब सबै भएपछि फ्यामिली म्यानेजदेखि लिएर काम म्यानेज सबै होइन कि पढ्ने बेला राम्रोसी पढ्नु पर्थ्यो पढेन
होइन अब त पढ्ने भन्दा नि अब
त्यो
त्यही हो
भइरहेको छ मलाई पढ्ने टाइममा चाहिँ पढिएन छ भन्ने हुन्छ
ए होइन यो अब यो यस्तै हो अहिले पढेर मात्रै अहिले उता आउने होइन नि सबै
होइन, त्यही हो त्यो त हो कि तर अब अरू रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटीहरू केही हुन्थेन नि त त्यो बेला
ए
त्यो
त्यो चाहिँ
भएर
हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ हुन्छ अब मैले पनि जति अब पहिला पढ्न सक्थेँ अब अहिले त्यति नयाँ कुरामा हात हाल्न अब जान चाहिँ अलिकति आँट चाहिँ अलिक आउँदैन आए पनि अब त्यो परेको खण्डमा गरिन्छ अब जबसम्म चलिरहेछ भने नयाँ कुरा अलिक गइँदैन
त्यही त
यो
अहिले यो क्लास अरू दिदीले
होइन
उ गरिदिनु भयो मलाई थाहै थिएन होइन उहाँले क्लासमा
हजुर
यस्तो गरे मलाई होइन त्यो म के गर्थेँ होइन उहाँले गरिदिनु भयो अनि
मेरो लागि पनि नयाँ हो अब मलाई पनि अब यो सबैलाई त्यही त नयाँ नयाँ हुन्छ सबै म पनि अब यो काम त अब गरिरहेकै छु अफिस आफ्नो काम छ अफिस गरिरहेछ अब सबैजना अब वाइफ पनि छ बच्चा पनि छ अब सबैजनाको आफ्नो त छ यो मात्रै अब यो पनि मेरो लागि नयाँ हो मलाई पनि पढाउने गर्ने म अब पढ्न त अब आफ्नो वाइफलाई मात्रै पढा अलिअलि यसो डिरेक्सन मात्रै दिएको मैले त उसलाई खासै पढा त होइन मैले डिरेक्सन कुनै कुनै अड्के बेला यसो कहिले भने मात्रै न त उसले आफै पढ्या हो त्यो यो टपिक छ यो
एकदम
टपिक यहाँ गएर हेर
पैकिंग सकिंग कर लिए कल
गुगल दियो गुगलमा गएर गुगल गरेर
अब
टपिक
हॉस्पिटल
अनि
पे
हेर पढ
जाने के
यो
लिए
यो
पैकिंग
टपिक
करना
यहाँ
पड़ेगा
पढ
ना
भनी दियो टपिक
क्योंकि
उसले
अभी
आफै
लास्ट
बसेर
आवर
पढ
में फिर कहाँ से मैं क्या करूँ
अनि
क्या
एउटा
करूँ
अफ टपिक क्वेसन छ
ये
मेरो विवेकजी चाहिँ मैले त्यो
हजुर
सिक्वल पनि त्यो युट्युबहरू हेरेर अलिअलि गरेको थिएँ कन्टिन्यू गर्दा हुन्छ होला है काम लाग्छ मलाई भनेको त्यो पछि
सिक्वल
जवाबलाई
सिक्वल त
हजुर
एकदम सिक्वल पनि चाहिन्छ अब यो यस्तो हो कि टाइम कन्सटेन्टले गर्दा मैले अब भ्याउँदिनँ सबै सिक्वल
हजुर
पढाउन सिक्वल पनि एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुरा अब काममा के हुन्छ भने अब अहिले नि त भन्न मिल्दैन त सिक्वल पनि एकदम चाहिने कुरा चाहिँ हो कि तर एकचोटि
त्यही त
यस्तो
म
हुन्छ
चाहिँ
कि
अलिअलि युट्युबबाट सिक्दै थिएँ अनि के गर्ने होला कन्टिन्यू गर्न त्यता
सिक्वल
चाहिने भयो त
कन्टिन्यू
अलिअलि
गर्नुहोस्
टाइम भएको बेला गर्दा हुन्छ नि भन्ने सोचेर
हुन्छ
मैले
हुन्छ
चाहिँ
सिक्वल त गर्नुपर्छ सिक्वल के छ भने डब्लुसिसी स्कुलबाटै पढ्नु त जे छ त्यो बेसिक चाहिँ गऱ्यो भने त्यो एडभान्स लेभलमा कसैले झुक्केल पुगेल मात्रै सोध्छ बेसिक होइन त्यो सिक्वल चाहिँ के छ भने फिक्स्ड हुन्छ त एकचोटि त्यो बेसिक त्यो डब्लुसिसी स्कुलबाट पढेको बेसिक त्यो त सरर एकचोटि नोट बनाएर पढ्नु भने सिक्वल पुग्छ
त्यही त मैले
म
चाहिँ
पनि
युट्युब भिडियोहरू अलिअलि हेरेर उ गर्दा आफै लर्न गर्दै थिएँ मैले अलिअलि
ए सिक्वल त्यहाँ जति पढाएको छ त्यो सेन्टाक्सहरू त्यति नै गऱ्यो भने पनि लगभग पुग्छ डब्लुसिसी स्कुलबाट त्यो खासै के छ स्ट्रेट फरवर्ड छ नि त सिक्वल त जे हो
त्यही त
त्यो सिक्वल चाहिँ कस्तो
टेबलहरू
हुन्छ भने
बनाउने अब गर्ने अब चाहिएको कुरा
बनाउनु पनि पर्ने
निकाल्ने
तपाईँले रियल टाइम जाममा त टेबल पनि बनाउनु पर्दैन क्या टेबल
त्यो
सबै
मैले चाहिँ
बनाएको
टेबल
हुन्छ
बनाउनुदेखि लिएर इन्सर्ट गर्ने सबै उहरू
हजुर
भ्यालुहरू यताउता
त्यो
सबै
इन्सर्ट पनि
गरेको
गर्नु पर्दैन हाम्रो क्युएको काम त
थिएँ
अझै गर्ने भने इन्सर्ट पनि त्यो चाहिँ के भने नयाँबाट सुरु गरेकोले हो सबै खासै सेलेक्ट क्वेरी गर्ने हो क्या क्वेरी कसरी गर्ने जोइन्ट टेबल कसरी गर्ने अनि कसरी अब डिफ्रेन्ट कन्डिसन्सहरू हाल्ने ह्याभिङ भयो ग्रेटर देन त्यो सबै कन्डिसन्सहरू कुन कुन लिने जोइन र त्यही हो क्या इम्पोर्टेन्ट चाहिँ कन्डिसनहरू मात्रै हो सिक्वलमा
त्यही त जोइनसम्म पुगेको थिएँ आफै लर्न गर्दै अब
ए
बेसिक कुराहरू होइन यसो
हजुर
बसे भएको टाइममा अनि
हजुर जोइन त
त्यो
भेन
कन्टिन्यू गर्दा
डायग्रामहरू
हुने
हो
रहेछ
होइन
टाइम भयो भने
हुन्छ हुन्छ त्यो गर्नुहोस् त्यो किनभने त्यो मैले पनि अब पहिला कम्पनीमा काम गर्दाखेरि यसो त होइन पहिला कम्पनी काम गर्दा इन्टरभ्यू लिन्थेँ म अलमोस्ट अब कम्पनीले अब इन्टरभ्यू दिँदै भन्थ्यो कहिलेकाहीँ अलिकति त्यो सपोर्ट गर्थ्यो अलिअलि ल ठिक छ भने अर्को टाइममा इन्टरभ्यू पनि लिन्थेँ मैले होइन अब इन्टरभ्यू लिएर अलिअलि पैसा पनि दिन्थ्यो फोकट त गरे होइन अनि थुप्रो इन्टरभ्यू ल्याएको थिएँ मैले त सोद्धाखेरि मैले बेसिक चाहिँ अब क्वेसन दुई चारवटा क्वेसन चाहिँ सिक्वलको पनि सोध्थेँ कहिलेकाहीँ मान्छेलाई हेरी हेरी रिक्वायरमेन्ट अनुसारले हुन्थ्यो मैले भन्दा पनि मेरो कम्पनी भन्दा कुनै कुन रिक्वायरमेन्ट आउँथ्यो त्यो लिँदाखेरि अनि सिक्वल पनि बेसिक दुई चारवटा क्वेसन चाहिँ सिक्वलको छ भने
बेसिक अब
रिक्वायरमेन्ट
जानेको पनि राम्रै हो त
हजुर
होइन तर अब उनी
हजुर
भयो त अब कन्टिन्यू
हजुर
गर्दा भयो टाइम भएको बेला होइन
हुन्छ हुन्छ गर्दा हुन्छ सिक्वलहरू सो W3C स्कुलमा चाहिँ यो बेसिक हुन्छ स्टार्टिङ तर त्यसले लब सिक्वललाई पुग्छ त्यो अब काममा गएर अलिअलि प्र्याक्टिस गर्न मिल्छ अनि सिक्वल चाहिँ W3C स्कुलले पुग्छ सायद त्यो धेरै त्यही भएर यो
त्यही
जस्तै
त
जावा
पहिला यो
जस्तो
थाहा थिएन मलाई त मैले युट्युबहरू हेरेर अनि गुगलमा अलिअलि हेरेर अनि सिक्या हो
ए हुन्छ
त्यो
हुन्छ त्यो
टपिक्सहरू पनि के हुन्छ भने पनि थाहा भनौँ मैले अनि अर्जुनजीलाई सोधेको उहाँ झन् त्यो सिक्वल चाहिँ उनी त्यति उ छैन म त C++ मात्रै हुन्छ त्यो गरेको छैन मैले भन्नुभयो टपिक्सहरू पनि केही थाहा थिएन कि यसो युट्युबमा के हुँदो रहेछ
ए
भनेर सर्च गरेर त्यसरी हेरेँ अब मैले बिचमा
ए
टाइम
ठिक
थियो
छ ठिक
अलि
छ
अनि
W3C स्कुल हेर्नु भने पुग्छ W3C स्कुल हेर्नु भने पुग्छ W3C स्कुलमा जे छ
हुन्छ
त्यसले पुग्छ
हजुर
W3C स्कुलमा चाहिँ राम्रो नै छ त्यहाँ जुन जुन टपिक दिएको छ त्यो गएर हेर्नु भने पुग्छ
है
W3C स्कुलको टपिकहरू सबै अब कुनै कुनै अलिक कम्प्लेक्स पनि होला होइन तर W3
युट्युब
स्कुल
भिडियोहरू कम्प्लेक्स भयो भने युट्युबमा गएर हेऱ्यो भने अझ युट्युब भिडियोहरू सबै पाउँछ अब
अब त्यहाँ फेरि
सजिलो
युट्युबमा त अब यति धेरै छन् कि अब यो नयाँ कुरा होइन नि पढाउने टेस्ट यो त अब मैले 12 वर्ष अगाडि गर्दाखेरि 5-7 वर्ष अगाडिदेखि सुरु गरेको 2000 भन्थे त्यहाँ मेरै पढाउने ठाउँमा भनेपछि 15-20 वर्ष भइसक्यो क्या यो सबै
त्यही
सुरु
त
गरेका इन्डियनले त उहाँ 1990s देखि को इन्डियनहरू छन् कोही मेरो अलिकति काममाहरू भन्छ 1990sमा त्यसरी सुरु गरेको 90sमा सुरु गरेको यिनीहरूले हामी त नेपालीहरू त बल्ल बल्ल यसो सुरु गरेको भनौँ 15-20 वर्ष पछाडि छौँ क्या हामी अनि
त्यही त
त्यसमा अब यो उनीहरूले सुरु गरेको 90s अझ कुन कुनहरूले त ठुल्ठुला भेन्डरहरू छन् इन्डियाका इन्फोसिसहरू यी कुन कुन टाटाहरू यिनीहरूले त 80sमा सुरु गरेका हुन् इन्डियामा आइटी त सुरु भएको त 80sदेखि हो अब हामी त 80s कुनदेखि त थाहा छैन इयर चाहिँ तर यिनीहरू सुरु भएको 80sदेखि हो 90sमा आउँदाखेरि लगभग इन्डियामा बिगिनिङ भए पनि मान्छे धेरै लागिसकेको थियो इन्डियामा त 90s मै अर्ली 90s मै सुरु भइसकेको थियो। मैले अर्ली 90s मा यताउति गरेका इन्डियनहरू थुप्रो भेटेको छु। पहिला अलिक छन् कोवर्कहरू छन् 90s मै सुरु गरेका। उनीहरू 90s देखि नै त्यसरी ट्रेनिङ दिने, पढाउने, यसरी क्लास गर्ने इन्डियामा त्यति बेला सजिलो थियो किनकि मान्छे धेरै थिएनन् यसरी। अनि इन्डियामा 90s देखि नै गर्दा रहेछन्। इन्डिया त फरवर्ड थियो हामीभन्दा धेरै पछाडि छ हामी नेपाली। अनि त्यसरी गरेका हुन्। अब पढाउने गर्ने उनीहरू ठिक्क गर्थे इन्डियामा। अनि यो ट्रेनिङहरू गर्ने त जमानादेखि हो यिनीहरूको। अब मैले गर्दाखेरि 2010 मा कि 11 मा गर्दाखेरि 4-5 वर्ष भइसक्यो थियो त्यही खोलेको भनेपछि 2005-6 तिर खोलिसकेको थियो मैले गरेको ट्रेनिङ सेन्टर पनि त्यति बेला। यिनीहरू भनेपछि त्यो पनि अब त्योभन्दा त त्यो क्यालिफोर्निया थियो, अरू त कहिले खोलिसकेको थिए। हुन्छ, त्यही भएर यो पढ्ने कुरा चाहिँ त्यही मेन टपिक हो। मैले सोध्ने 4 टपिक भनेको पहिला यहाँमध्ये सिक्वल चाहिँ भ्याइदिँदैन यो अहिले यहाँतिर सेल्फ स्टडी हो सिक्वल चाहिँ यो टेस्टिङमा चाहिने मैले अटोमेसनमा किनकि अरू यो जाभा र यो कम्प्लेक्स पढिसकेपछि सिक्वल चाहिँ ग्राफ गर्न गाह्रो हुँदैन कि।
त्यही त
अब यो जाभा र सेलेनियम बुझेर पढेर यहाँ पढाएको कोर्स जति गर्नुभयो भने तपाईँलाई सिक्वल चाहिँ त्यो कम्प्लेक्स यदि यो धेरै कम्प्लेक्स छ क्या त्यो भन्दा कम मलाई लागेको चाहिँ।
जाभा चाहिँ अहिलेसम्म भन्दा प्र्याक्टिस अरू नबुझ्ने त्यस्तो चाहिँ भएको छैन मलाई चाहिँ मेक सेन्स होइन गर्दाखेरि।
हजुर
अब त प्र्याक्टिस गरिराख्नु पर्यो। त्यस्तो त्यो डराए जस्तो चाहिँ म अलिअलि चाहिँ अब त्यो नजानेको थाहा नभएको कुरा हुन्छ त्यस्तो चाहिँ भएको छैन मलाई।
हजुर
टाइम अलि दिनुपर्छ। टाइम चाहिँ अब म्यानेज गर्नुपर्छ जसरी नि।
त्यो त यसको यही नै हो यो भन्ने टाइम चाहिँ गर्नै पर्छ। म पहिला अब म हुँदाखेरि मेरो चाहिँ अब 2-3 महिना लाएर ट्रेनिङ भयो। तर हाम्रो चाहिँ के हुन्थ्यो त्यति बेला बिहानदेखि अब त्यो बेलुकासम्म 4-5 घन्टै दिनमा 5-6 घन्टा लाएर पढाउँथ्यो। तर अब त्यो दिनभरि कति पढ्नु त्यो दिमागै छिर्दैन।
ह्याङ भइसक्छ नि
अनि त्यो फेरि भोलिपल्ट आएर क्वेसन सोध्थ्यो। अब त्यो कति सबै यसरी नयाँ कुरा हुन्छ अनि एकै दिन पढाएर अनि जानिनस् तैँले पढिनस् भन्छ। अब इन्डियनहरू चाहिँ अब रट्टा मार भन्छ क्या। अब रट्टा मार्न सक्दैन मान्छेले। अब हाम्रो बानी छैन रट्टा मार।
यहाँको पढाइ पढेपछि रट्टा मार्नै सकिँदैन नि हेर्नु बानी बिग्रिसक्यो कि।
रट्टा मार भन्थ्यो सबै रट्टा मार्न लाउँथ्यो। रट्टा मार भन्थ्यो भोलिपल्ट रट्टा कसरी मार्नु बुझेको भए पो रट्टा मार्नु र प्र्याक्टिस गर्न पाए हुँदैन। सुरु मात्रै गरे हुन्छ यसरी बिस्तारै बुझाएर पढाउँदैन थियो। यो टपिक गरेर आउँछ यो टपिक यो टपिक यो टपिक यो भन्छ डेफिनेसनहरू मात्रै दिन्छ क्या। अन्त डेफिनेसनहरू उनीहरूको त भनेको डेफिनेसन इन्टरभ्यूको लागि जे चाहिन्छ डेफिनेसन पढ अनि त्यो घोकेर एन्सर दे भन्छ क्या। डेफिनेसन मात्रै दिएर कहाँबाट हुन्छ त्यसको रिलेटेबल बनाउनु पर्यो बुझाउन सक्नु
रिलेटेड
पर्यो।
नभइकन त घोक्नै सकिँदैन नि नबुझिकन त्यो कुनै मेक सेन्सले गर्दैन।
क्लासहरुमा त्यस्तै पढाउँछ लेक्चर टिचरले कहाँ त मिक्स कमन सेन्स बनाउनै खोज्दैन नि। यो भनेको यो जस्तै जाभा स्विच केस भनेको स्विच केस स्टेटमेन्ट हो यो भनेको यो ब्लक हो ल भन्छ ट्राई गर
भने सक्यो।
त्यही हो त्यसरी नै छोडिदिन्थ्यो। अनि अब त्यो स्ट्रगलिङ हुन्थ्यो क्या। त्यो अलिअलि रिलेट गर्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ बुझिन्छ। अनि अब त्यसमा अर्को चाहिँ एउटा टपिक भनेको अब वेब सर्भिस टेस्टिङ पनि छ अटोमेसनमा हैन। दुईटा टपिक चाहिँ अब त्यो बेग्लै छ त्यसलाई अब कभर गर्न सकिँदैन। त्यो अब एपिआईहरू भन्ने हुन्छ वेब सर्भिसहरू भन्ने हुन्छ। सिक्वल र वेब सर्भिस चाहिँ अब एक्स्ट्रा टपिक हो। त्यो कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ भने अब जब मार्केटमा सबै कुरा अवेलेबल हुँदैन क्या मान्छेसँग स्किल पनि हुँदैन तर फोकस चाहिँ एउटातिर गरे हुन्छ क्या। तर कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने मान्छेले यो पनि जानेको त्यो पनि जानेको यो पनि जानेको सबै चाहिएको भन्छ खोज्छ क्या खोज्नेहरूले। अनि त्यही भएर कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिए जस्तो हुन्छ तर इन जेनरल त्यो सबै चाहिँदैन क्या त्यो तर खोज्छ खोज्नेले त
प्लस पोइन्ट हुन्छ नि अरूसँग कम्पिट गर्ने बेला हैन।
हजुर हजुर त्यति हो त्यो चाहिँ त्यति हो हजुर त्यही प्लस पोइन्ट मात्रै हो। त्यसै हस् सबैजनालाई धन्यवाद। अब ह्याप्पी विकेन्ड हैन अब आज सक्यो। धन्यवाद सबैलाई बाइ।